Hello everyone. This video, domestic violence, explaining violence to kids. There are 6 tips that's pretty helpful with explaining. Talking about domestic violence is never easy. Talking about it with children who witness violence can be both heartbreaking and confusing, and very hard for the parents to navigate. But parents need to address the issue, whether or not they plan to leave. Having the conversation is hard on the survivor, and it may trigger anxiety and traumatic memories. So, when you're going to have this conversation, make sure that you have a self-care plan for yourself for after the conversation. Silence is not an option. Silence is saying it is okay that the violence happened, and the children needs to know that it's not okay. The first tip is to find the right time. And everybody always wants to know when the right time is to talk about the violence within the home. And it's a hard answer, but the best answer that I can give is whenever the child is ready. If you ask open-ended questions after an incident, such as, "That must have been scary for you to see. What do you understand about what happened?" Be sure to look for nonverbal cues in children. Children tend to internalize issues, and if your child starts developing a lot of tummy aches and would rather stay with you than go to school, that's a sign that he or she or they need to talk. Second one is don't wait. Children are more aware than parents like to think that they are. Don't ever think that your child is too young to see what's going on. And that means they're never too young to start talking about it. There's never a time that is too early to start talking to children about violence and safety. Oh, my cat's being a pain again. Okay. There is never a time that's too early to start talking to children about violence and safety, self-care, and boundaries. The best case scenario is that we're constantly talking to our children about these issues, not just when violence happens. Number 3 is be age appropriate. The most important messages to convey to kids are, "I love you," and "it's not your fault." As your child grows, you can start having conversations about relationships and boundaries. Use words that your child will understand and start conversations that are relevant to your child's developmental level. For instance, discussing violence with a young child might include why it's not okay to hit a sibling or a classmate. With teens, it's important to discuss intimate partner abuse as they begin dating. Whatever your situation or step in the process of leaving, make sure children understand that the violence they see at home is not okay. Number 4, offer an outlet. Children who are reluctant to discuss their feelings verbally may find solace in art or journaling. Some children will use words and some will not. Journaling works particularly well among teens. Number 5, continue to discipline. Parents who feel guilty about exposing children to violence may go easy on them after an incident or try and make up for the trauma. But structure and stability are paramount to children, particularly when violence is present in the home. Continue to keep a routine going as best you can and be consistent with discipline. And number 6, get help. Parents don't have to go at it alone. Resources in the form of children's books, online programs, and counselors are available to help them talk. And it can even be a family session with the parent and the children, or alone if you choose the counselor way. Reading books, you can get books appropriate for the child's age. If they can read them on their own, they may want to. They may want story time with the parent. You can print coloring papers off a line that have a little paragraph or something on them about domestic violence or any type of abuse. There's also coloring sheets that can be printed for bullies or whatever kind of trauma that a child may go through. But take caution if these resources could put your children or yourself in danger if found by the abuser. Talk to an advocate about making sure you and your children stay safe while also getting your children the help that they need. This is a really touchy, I guess you could say touchy topic, because there's not one thing that will work for everybody. You know your child best, and you know the type of abuse that your child is witnessing. You know the developmental level of your child. So have faith in yourself to get your children the things that they need or the words that they need to hear. Have faith in yourself to provide that for them. Being stable for your children is very important. And they may not tell you exactly how they're feeling, but they will be reaching out to you in one way or another for that love and comfort. So do look for those nonverbal cues, because there's probably going to be a lot of them. Stay safe, everyone.